Now that we have discussed about planar regions and their areas, now comes the areas connected with different geometrical properties. Mostly we will see the figures which are on the same base and between the same parallels. That is, if I observe and investigate the two objects which are the two figures which are on the same base and between same parallels, then what is the conclusion or the mathematical outcome which is made by investigating the figures between the same base and between the same parallels is what we are going to see for today's session. So today's session is about figures on the same base and between same parallels. So let's see in brief the figures on the same base and between same parallels. For example, let me take an example case. Say I have the same base AB. Now as the concept says about same base, let me take the same base AB and let me take the two parallel lines with the base. So I have a parallel. This is parallel to this. So I have a line L which is parallel to the base AB. Now it says that any figure you take on the same base and between same parallels will have certain geometrical properties. So let's see what are the geometrical properties connected with two figures on the same base and between same parallels. For example, let me take a triangle which connects out here. Suppose I draw a triangle with the base AB, and let's see the figure 1 which is obtained by drawing a triangle. Let C be the point from the parallel line where a triangle is formed. Let me take another point D where I would draw a triangle provided with the same base. So between the same parallels AB and the line L, I have a triangle ABC with the base AB. Now I will draw a triangle ADB with the same parallel. Now here comes the investigation on what would be the relation between this triangle ABC and this triangle ADB. So here we are going to investigate the figures on the same base and between same parallels. So in this case, triangle ABC and triangle ABD are the figures on the same base and between same parallels. So triangle ABC and ABD are said to be the two figures or the two triangles on the same base and between same parallels. Here AB, which is the same base for these two triangles, and the parallel lines are the base AB which is parallel to the line L, is how we see the parallels. So these are the two figures, for example, when I take are the two figures between same bases and same parallels. So triangle ABC and triangle ABD are the figures on the same base and between same parallels. Is how we can take many examples in mathematics where we can take two figures between same base and between same parallels. This being one of the example. Let me take another example to understand the concept more better, to be continued with. Now here, let me take the base AB and let me take a line which is parallel to this. Now AB is the same base, and let me take two points C and D, where ABCD is a parallelogram, and let me take a point E such that there are two figures formed between the same base AB and between these two parallels, that is, one of them being this parallelogram and this being a triangle. So ABC is the triangle and ABE is the triangle and ABCD is a parallelogram, which are on the same base AB and between the same parallels. So here AB is the same base and L is parallel to the common base AB, then triangle ABE and parallelogram ABCD are the two figures which are on the same base and between same parallels. So here note that this and this are the figures on the same base and between same parallels. Is how I understand the concept of two figures with the same base and between same parallels. This being one of the example case. Triangle and a parallelogram on the same base and between same parallels. Now let's take an example case where the triangle or the two figures are not between same parallels, to understand the concept more better. For example, I take the same base AB and I take a parallel line L which is parallel to this. Now here let's connect say I have a point C which makes the region ABC. This is one of my region. Next comes say another region in which I have a point D which connects with B. With this. So have another triangle with the shaded region out here. So here, let me say I have a point D which is exactly out here.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.